Hello everybody, welcome to Baby and Hugs, a one-stop guide for parenting. After the baby is born, so is born a new mother who have lots and lots of questions going on in her mind as to am I feeding well? Am I treating the baby well? Am I giving the right nutrition? Am I doing anything wrong? Should this be done that way? Should this be done this way? Lots and lots of questions going on in their mind. But somewhere, because she might feel the question is very silly, or what if the doctor laughs? What if the doctor thinks that I'm uneducated and I should not be asking the same thing to somebody? And that is the reason we neglect asking questions and we end up being in a.
So here I am trying to answer a few common questions which every first time or new moms have in their mind. The first question is, how long should I breastfeed my baby? This is a very common question, and I would say a very personal choice to every mother out there, because every mother's journey is different, every mother's viewpoint is different, every mother's struggles are different. So this is a personal choice. But according to WHO, it is suggested that we exclusively breastfeed the baby for 6 months, every 2 to 3 hours, and for at least 15 to 20 minutes every time. But if the mother wishes to continue breastfeeding, it is told that it will be the best if we breastfeed the baby up to 2 years of age. After that, it is a personal choice. Next common question is, should I wake my baby from sleep to feed? The answer to this is yes. You have to wake up your baby up to 2 to 3 months of age. It is essential that you wake your baby from the sleep every 2 to 3 hours to breastfeed the baby for the same 15 to 20 minutes, and not neglect it, because the child might not know that it is hungry, and it will not get up and ask and cry as such. Nothing as such is going to happen, because the baby will be very tired, and they are tend to sleep very often and for a longer duration of time. So it is necessary that you wake up your baby every 2 to 3 hours, no matter how deep the baby is sleeping, and you have to breastfeed the baby. The next question is, why does the baby cry? This is a very common question. Since the babies are in a very small age where they cannot communicate, they usually, whatever happens, whatever they have to convey to the mother, they will always cry. But I would very well understand that the mother also will not know, but why exactly is the baby crying? So here are a few conditions your baby could cry. It could be because of hunger, because it is thirsty, or it is too tired, it is sleepy, it wants your attention. Maybe it feels that you're not around, it wants its attention. Maybe you've overdressed it, or you have underdressed it. Either it could have dirty diapers because it could have passed urine or motions, and it's feeling uncomfortable. If these are the conditions, it will be very easy for you. It is just that you have to go give your attention, and the baby will automatically calm down. But on a serious note, if the baby does not calm down, and it keeps on crying even after giving your attention, or you have attended to whatever needs I have told before, then it's necessary that you immediately take it to a doctor. The fourth common question is, how to increase breastfeeding? The most common answer to this is to regularly breastfeed your baby as much as possible, and in between the feeds, I would suggest that you keep pumping the breast milk, so that it increases the production. It is told that it is on demand, there is supply. So how much you create a demand for it, so much of supply will occur. Next one is to offer your baby both the breasts for drinking milk at every single time. Next, you have to give in plenty of liquids. You yourself have to consume plenty of liquids. Healthy lifestyle has to be followed. And lastly, you should have a mental stability. If all this does not work, and then you have to go consult a lactation consultant. The fifth question is, how often will my baby poop, or how often will my baby go to motion? If you feel that your baby is active, accepting, feeds well, and has been gaining weight, then the number of poops or motions should not be of much worry to us. The first 2 to 3 months, the baby passes motions daily, or even otherwise once in 2 to 3 days. Some babies even extend it up to 1 week that is once in 1 week, but that is also quite normal. If at all you feel your baby is active and consuming feeds and gaining weight, then that should not be of much worry. And after 6 months, I would suggest that you look into, because the baby has started on solids, and also if at all if it is on formula feeds, then there are chances that the baby will poop more early. That is every day or every 2 to 3 times per day. That is a very normal range. The sixth question which any mother would have is how to clean the umbilical cord. 5 to 6 centimeters of the umbilical cord is left as such after the delivery, and we are usually not told upon how do we clean it, how do we take care of it, but we are just told that it will fall off after 10 to 15 days. But before that, what to be done, we are usually not told by our doctors. So according to my experience and my doctor's advice, it was followed that we have it has to be left clean and dry, not much worry about it, because that is usually when we usually don't give bath to a baby. But if at all you have given bath to a baby, it is necessary that you keep it clean and dry. Otherwise, if you feel it is dirty or it is sticky, then nothing much can be done. Take a cotton swab, dip it in warm water, squeeze it very well, because see to that there is no excess water in it, and then dab it slowly all over the umbilical cord. That is the best which can be done. Please avoid any alcohol, spirit, or even soap should be avoided. See to that it is dry, and you have to expose it to air as much as possible. The seventh question is, can I give water to my baby? Since we feel that we are always thirsty and we need water, we usually think that even babies need water, but we are usually worried that how much water do we give to our baby. First 6 months, it is told that the amount of water required by the baby is fulfilled by the formula feed or the breastfeed which you give. That should be more than enough. But after 6 months of age, it is start introducing water, but in sips all through the day. That should be enough for the baby. The eighth question is, which is the best position to put your baby to sleep? The best position to put your baby to sleep is to put her to sleep on her back. No other position, not to the side, not on her stomach. No other position should be taken. And also see to that you avoid keeping any external stuff like pillows, soft toys, blankets, any protection gears. Nothing should be kept, because by chance the baby gets in contact with it, it will not be able to cry, and there could be suffocation, leading to a condition known as SIDS, SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. The last common question which every new mom asks is when to start massaging for baby. So from our ancestors, we have usually been put into our mind that massaging is one of the best thing you can give to your baby. It's the best thing which will help the baby grow. So, but when do we do? The answer to this question is that it has to be done after the umbilical cord falls off. That is after 10 to 12 days of the birth. Massaging can be started. My preferred choice of massage oil is coconut oil in summers and almond oil in winters. This is the best oil which I use for my baby. These were a few common questions which I tried to answer. I know you have lots of questions still going on in your minds and would want an answer for that. So please feel free to DM me on my Instagram account, where I am more active and share more information about parenting and pregnancy and baby care. Don't forget to follow me there. And also, if you like my content here and would like to see more of such content, please feel free to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until then, bye bye.